Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Riven 2024. We have just finished reading Atris's journal and had some commentary on the multiple meanings of the title Riven. We have a couple different paths we can go here. We're eventually trying to find how to get to that monorail and go over to the other island because it looks like there's more stuff over there and we've exhausted this island's possibilities. And there's two directions we can go out of here. One is into this big golden dome here. It looks like there's important stuff in there. And the other way is, in the first episode, we went through this dome. Another dome. Kind of funny how he's got two different types of dome. I think I'm going to go through the dome first and see what we can do. If the controls will work with me here, instead of against me. I'm going to go through the dome first. The first time I played this, like I mentioned in the first episode, there was the expectation that this is late game content. You don't bother going here until you are well through and you've found a combination in a journal somewhere. So coming here early on in the game, I was not prepared for. I got stuck because I hadn't been this way yet. So let's go this direction here and see where we're going. Do a more full exploration of this thing. And this must be the starfisher that Atris talked about. A strange machine. Looks like it's got some sort of a lens on it. Maybe these are film capsules and there's a camera. There's a symbol we used to open the dome. And is it safe to stand here? Spoiler alert, major puzzle of the game is to do one of those for each of the 5 other floaty things around here. So let's look. There's only one other one that has flashing lights at the end of the thing, that one down there. The rest of them do not. Can't see them all. So maybe we can go there and see what's going on there. Maybe we'll take a look at a closer one first. Alright. So let's just spin this around, and it's spinning the entire platform we are on. With much more ease than you would expect it to be able to spin something with this much mass. And then what we do is we rotate that, and it changes the roll and pitch. I'm trying to determine this is roll, pitch, yaw, but it's not. So this one here doesn't have flashing lights. So let's go see why it doesn't have flashing lights. And there's a retractable bridge that isn't that's retracted. I think we're going to have to go upside down here. So, which means that the gravity in this place is freaky. There we go. Now we're aligned with the underside of the structure. We can't reach it because the bridge is not open. Because the bridge is open. That one looks like where we might... Yeah, that looks different than the one we were just at. So I want to go this direction here. Yep. And we have to follow the lines on the ball, and we have to make it so that the lights are above where we are. And this one has a different symbol on it. It's got a vertical eye with a dot in it. So those are probably significant somehow. And there's a wheel on the thing here. Aha. That explains things. Okay. I have ladder traversal turned off. And I have no idea why we're doing this. I'm assuming this is something we do later. We are an adventure game character, and ours is to do what we can, and assume that it's a good thing. The first time I played, I was guessing there was some sort of, since there were multiple marbles, multiple ball things in there, that it might be a time puzzle. We'd have to do them quickly, but that's not the way Cyan usually rolls. And I have no idea how to actually get out of here, unless it's just timed. So the this part of the mechanism makes sense. The spinning doesn't. And if you played the original game, you recognize this as Prison Island. I'm going to spoil it here. But we can't actually do anything because of this thing here. Remember those sounds that may come back. We might find a combination for that, because it's obviously another combination lock. And that is also generated each time you play the game. And 2 vertical for a path there. Go down here, and something's happened to the railing here. So we can go out this way. That's very easy to miss. Some graphical glitches with the water. Okay. This reminds me of some island cultures on Earth, or the stereotypes of island cultures on Earth, where this is something like a funeral thing, memorial object of some sort. There's more of those little dagger things that indicate where that broken hinge was, so maybe we grab this thing. Huh, there's something shiny over there. Maybe we need to go over there and investigate what that shiny thing is. Where is over there, though? That looks like that jungle island. Hello.
You made it. But how did you get past Gen? I know what he's doing. He's watching you. He's waiting for you to make a mistake. You can't let Gen get back to Dunny. Find the moiety. They have the book. Be careful.
I think that's Catherine. And like she said, we haven't done anything useful yet, other than find her. We need to get past again. And in the meantime, he is watching us. That is a fact. I would be surprised if there was not a camera somewhere around here where he could watch, where he can watch us. Or if not him himself, then one of his minions. The question is, are the minions the ones in the white and the ones in the red of the moiety, or is it the other way around? Catherine seems to be allied with the moiety somehow. This eye has nails in it. And it can be spun. And there's this pointy bit here. And it looks like position of this may be important somehow, but we don't know how just yet. So let's see if we can... we're going to have to come back here with more information. Maybe after we find that shiny thing, that might give us more information. But we do have an idea where to get the prison book now. That's from the moiety. More detail than that was not forthcoming. So, but we at least have a name to go with our quest. Alright, this one was the vertical... There it goes. It's not hard to pick the right time to do that. The annoying thing is that it does delay for quite a while after. I do like how you can traverse things, get to Prison Island much earlier in the game than you could before. I think it is just timed, honestly, now that I'm playing with it more. It does appear to be timed. So chances are we'll find one of these domes on each of the other islands. And be able to access other fun stuff from there. Alright, let's see if we can find where we will need to go. There's an island or a dome with a single vertical or horizontal line there. That's the one we just left. So this is not the plane I need to be aligned on. This does snap too if you get it within a couple pixels. I'm going to be on this plane here. Vertical line. There it is. Okay. If you have motion sensitivity issues, watch the ball and not out there. And this is the single dot, which is, or the lone dot, which is where we started. So give me a moment to get back out of here. And we continue. Wrong button, sorry. Yeah, the trick is it's time, you just wait. Alright, so we go out this way, and I think we need to connect this back to the first dome. So that means you need to click the button twice. And this one just has the rotate button, it does not have a Never seen that before. That's a 5-pointed circle. That looks like a keyhole. We saw a 5-pointed keyhole on the padlock at the bottom of the stairs. I'm betting that somebody with the right key can lower and raise this bridge thing here by a key. Alright, so which way do we go first? Let's go directly across. And we see there's a linking book here. Which is, if you paid attention to the journal, that is a bad sign. It doesn't seem to do anything, though, so that's a less bad sign. But if Gen is working on linking books, we have a problem. So there's 3 other directions we can go from here. Down, left, or right. It looks like this is a complete circle. And we have a window with the symbol for that dome. And a symbol for nothing, which is the one that opened the thing on the prison island, where Catherine is being held prisoner. Come over here. There's this one, which is on the weird island. I guess they're all weird islands. Not sure you can actually get to where those trees are in the back of that one, now that I'm looking at that properly. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there. And the last one before we loop back to the entrance is this symbol, which looks like the jungle island. Alright. And we go down, and there's a door here, which takes us under the dome. and gets us access to that catwalk that was through here. This looks like that cage we saw down in the... Well, it does look spindly enough that if it does trap me, I can probably break it. So let's see what happens if we have a seat. And it's closing in. That's not a good sign. Are these cameras? That's opening the door at the bottom of the temple. That's what we need to do in here. This is, not what I intended to do. That raises the bridge, which cuts us off from progress, so we don't really want to do that. I don't like that sound. We'll have to figure that out later. But in the original game, we weren't able to walk behind this thing. And for reasons a lot of fans call this thing the spider chair. For what I hope is obvious reasons. And what else is through here? There's another door if we continue going counterclockwise around the loop here. There's the bridge to the other island. And if you remember the... If we remember the original puzzle, you have to turn on the steam from this side in order to be able to lower that bridge from the lever right at the edge of the bridge. So let's just go ahead and turn on the steam now. Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't do that. Nobody can prove it was me. Let's get out of here before somebody notices. Alright, but we did open the temple door. So we're going to go the other direction and hopefully see something new over there. Come in through here. Wondering if that spider chair is a motion capture or video capture system that it uses this as a projector. We'll have to see about that later. There's the camera for the viewer we saw. So yes, those are cameras. Generic call button. And the sequenced blue lights there on the side. And the other thing I'm missing about this game is the ability to skip these animations here. Let me pop into the menu here a moment. Okay. For the motion sick and those with issues with being moved, we can turn off rides. I'm going to leave them on. If you have problems with that, you can skip ahead in the video. Make sure that the rides are enabled because and there's the call button to bring the maglev back if we should find ourselves on the side without it. And we're able to walk around the far side of this, which we weren't before. It's not very impressive. Nothing really new over here that we need to worry about. But we are approaching the end of the episode here, and we will continue our exploration of this island next time. So tune in for that, and thanks for watching.